Salutations! Today I'm going au naturel, natural, my no makeup face. Yeah, I put on glasses because I want to hide. These are vanity glasses, you guys. This is when I want to hide away from the world. I put these vanity glasses. I think it makes me kind of nerdy, kind of smart. Maybe, like I read a lot of books, which I do. But I don't know. I like wearing vanity glasses. Sue me. I'm a fraud. My eyes are not that bad. Ah! Anyway, today's just going to be a regular hang out with me day. I don't have any content prepared for you for the reseller world, but I do have a subscriber who's asked more than once about my weight loss journey. So I am dedicating today to tell you about my my weight loss. So I'm gonna drop off my packages at the office. Yeah, at the post office. Anyway, one day I'll make an outtakes video with all of my tongue twisters and false trips. Oh man, you're gonna love it. Anyway. So post office, I sold 2 jackets this morning or last night. One Michael Kors pea coat on Mercari for $50. Really cute, 3-button regular standard wool pea coat. And then I sold one on Poshmark, a really adorable one, plaid, ties at the waist and it kind of flares out. It's like a little princess style. Really like that. Sold a J. Crew sweater and what else? Something else. There's 4 things. Hold on, J. Crew. Oh, yeah. I sold my Vince cashmere green turtleneck. Yep, I had it marked for $85. Someone put a bid in for $70 on Poshmark. I accepted it. I'm like, I don't care. Yeah, it was expensive. Yes, it's gorgeous, and I wish I could get more for it, but you know what? I just want to get stuff out right now. So I accepted it. So that means, so it's $70. So it's like $56 profit for me, which is great. I think I got that sweater at the bins or somewhere really, really cheap because I had a little mental note that eventually, if I want to get rid of it, I can go pretty low on it. I don't have a threshold I'm trying to meet. So anyway, so I'm going to get home and I'm going to talk to you guys about my weight loss journey. We'll do some postings together and it's just a regular day, the day in the life of a wannabe eBay reseller. Because now I'm just a seller on Poshmark and Mercari. eBay has been rough. So I told you guys this week I am going to start reselling on eBay, and I posted one thing on Tuesday, and since Tuesday I've been trying to figure out the postage stuff. Like, I've watched several videos, I read a lot of blogs, and I still get confused on the shipping. I think I don't know, I might have to schedule a meeting with the post office and have like a conference with a show and tell or something, because I don't know if I get it. I really don't. I knew it was going to be confusing. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I knew shipping is going to be a bitch on eBay, and I'm sure it's easy for all those people that have been doing it for years, but if anyone wants to Skype with me and explain it to me and help me out, I would totally appreciate that. I need help. All right, you guys, gotta go to the post office. Ciao! Greetings and salutations! Everyone, greetings and salutations. So I'm home. I put my hair back and I'm ready to start posting. I have the laundry going, first load of the day. I posted some, I have like over 40 empty wine bottles that I was collecting because I was going to do some projects with it, but I don't have time for that. I have clothes to post, so I did a posting on my Facebook neighborhood type exchanges for sale groups to have someone pick it up, do a porch pickup, left them all out there for free. I showed them ideas of what you can do with those bottles in my posting, so maybe someone's gonna come out and help me clean out my trash. I don't know, I have a hard time just throwing them away. They're beautiful wine bottles, and I saw so many amazing things you can do with them. I'll show you some pictures after this, but I just couldn't get myself to throw them away. So anyway, I'm gonna start posting. I'm switching up my my workflow because now that eBay's coming into the equation, I gotta take pictures not directly in the Mercari app, but like just pictures, and then hopefully being able to quickly convert them and be able to post them on both eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark. I normally start with Mercari. I take pictures via the app, not even in my regular camera view. And it's been going really quick for me, and it's been easy. So this is a new thing for me, taking more than 4 pictures and getting them ready for eBay. Bling. All right, let's get posting.
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. And everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. Cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die.
Hey guys, so I have to be multitasking. I just finished a load of laundry, so I'm going to be talking to you guys about my weight loss journey and folding my laundry at the same time. I'm sorry, but it has to be this way. I really don't have time today, but I did want to get this video out. So, my weight loss journey. I was always a kid who everyone knew had some metabolism problems, if you know what I mean. When I was little, it's not that I was heavy, but I was on the chunkier side. When we lived in Italy, I put on a lot of weight because, you know, you eat pasta and Parmesan cheese like every day, and like pizza with Nutella, the chocolate hazelnut spread. So I gained a little bit of weight there. Then when we came to the United States, I gained a little bit more weight. Then throughout like junior high and high school, kind of thinned out here and there, but always on the larger size. Like, you know, when other kids wore extra small, I would wear medium or large, right? So once I graduated high school and went on to college and met my college sweetheart, that's when I started really blowing up and fulling out and stuff. Getting much fuller and much heavier. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some pictures in a little bit of what I used to look like before my weight loss. So in college, when I met my sweetheart, so it wasn't only the stress of college and the pressure of paying for college, which I was doing on my own. I did get some scholarship money for year one and a little bit of year two, but at the end of that I had to pay for college myself. So between loans and making money to pay for everything, you know, it wasn't easy. So food was definitely a comfort, especially when I was studying. And it didn't help that my boyfriend at the time enjoyed food as well very much. So we both kind of became the fatty couple, if you know what I mean. Don't get offended by any words I use, FYI. So I should do a disclaimer probably before you continue listening. I will use words that might offend you. So if they might offend you, stop watching right now. I don't want to get thumbs down just because you were offended for my word choice. Just don't watch it. Just do yourself a favor and don't watch it. Second of all, I will be talking about my weight loss, and some parts of my weight loss were not healthy. So if you get offended by that and you're like, oh, you went to extremes and this is not right. If you get offended by that stuff, stop watching. I don't, you know, just do yourself a favor and don't. So, but this is my story, and everyone has a different journey. Everyone will go through this process and find things that work for them. Maybe some are extreme, maybe some are unhealthy, but in the end, it's all about you and what you're going to do for yourself and what you're willing to live with, right? So anyway, and then after I graduated college, went on to my full-time big girl job, I even gained even more weight. And it got to the point where I just didn't care. But somewhere around 2005, I started caring. I started caring how I'm being perceived. And I decided to try lots of diets, okay? So here's some books of stuff I've tried. The rest are gone, like the, what was the Atkins diet and all that, but I went through South Beach diet. I still keep this because it has a lot of good information on carbs, and I watch carbs now. I've been reading all these books all the time. Eat this, not that. Leave them in the toilet, you know, and be like studying while you're taking a poo. I've done the master cleanse. Yeah, I've done it. It was rough, but it is good for you, I guess, to put your body into shock once in a while. So I would recommend that one. I've got Fitness for Dummies because, ladies and gentlemen, I did not lose weight exercising. I'll tell you that right now. I am not much for exercise. I don't have time for it. I do not like it. And I'm always moving around, and yeah, I'm always on the go. Like, I never can sit down. If I sit down and start watching a movie, I will fall asleep. So I have to be constantly doing something with myself. And I just thought exercise is overrated, and I decided I'm not going to do it with exercise. I read those books like Skinny Bitch and be like, yeah, tell me how fat I am. Just tell me, oh my God. Yes, yes, yes. I've done all of that, and some of it worked a little bit. The rest did not, and I struggled. Then finally, in around 2008, I believe it was 2008 or 2009, don't quote me, I've had enough. I've hit rock bottom, and this is important to stop here and talk about it because people were telling me I was overweight and I was unhealthy and I needed to take care of myself, and I was like, yeah, you just don't listen. When you're obese, you're in denial. It's like, it's really weird, and I see that happening to someone else I know currently in my life, and it is so hard to watch. So I know what my family was going through with me, but at 245, I was wearing like 2X and size 22, women's 22 or wide 22, whatever those sizes are. And I was a big girl. I couldn't go on rides. When I went on the plane, it was really bad. And I started to feel the pressure for myself. I didn't listen to people all these years. People kept telling me, I didn't listen. It was until I started listening to the voice inside of me that I started paying more attention, and then finally it was like a light switch. Something turned on in me that and said, that's it. That's it. But until that light switch, it was not something I was willing to really focus on, right? I would play around with these diets. So after the light switch, I'm like, I'm ready to do whatever. If it means I have to go to a fat camp, if it means I have to like drink my food for a year, I don't care. I've hit that point and it's just done. And stuff was happening at work as well that fueled this. A variety of things fueled my decision, but at work, I've kind of got the message that unless I have a more healthy appearance, I'm not going to be able to get promoted. The position I was looking to get was one that was very visible in a company that's very conservative, and they were really focusing on health, and they wanted a healthy representative. And it was a high level job. It had, like 100 people underneath it and managers. And I really knew that if I really wanted that job, I needed to lose weight. And I know some of you might be like screaming right now, like, oh my God, fatty discrimination at your work. Well, that's the freaking reality, people. All my higher up men and the CEO, they're all like whale-sized men, throwing their weight around. But that's okay, because men can be obese and it's not that big of a deal, right? Well, with women, that's not the case. If you're obese, you're likely a bitch, or you're just unhealthy and lazy, or you're going to be sick all the time. There's like all these stereotypes that go along with obesity, and I knew it. So it's like I either do something about it or I don't, and I continue to bitch and whine about not getting a promotion, bitch and whine why I can't find all these cute clothes to wear. I just had to inside take a look at myself and say, okay, enough. So the light switch day came, and I found a weight loss clinic near my house. And they are called Optimal Health and Wellness, and they were my godsend. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be standing here in front of you wearing a size small Soma little nighty loungewear thing. They really, really helped me. First and foremost, I wanted to get some weight off fast. So I had some option. You do it slow or you can do it fast. And I decided I wanted to see results. I wanted to see what it feels like to be losing, because I knew that was going to motivate me to go even further. Long story short, I went on a very low calorie diet. I got appetite suppressants. I got meal replacement drinks. I got all of their food that they were selling. I decided to go all in. I just knew it's either now or never. If I'm not going to change my life, I'm just going to be like this forever. So I went all in, paid. It wasn't even that expensive because, well, it was, so don't get me wrong, but the amount of money I was spending on lunches at work, on dinners out, on groceries was astronomical compared to what I was paying for this clinic. So it was very reasonable. And I went through the clinic, and within the first 6 months, I dropped 60-70% pounds, so majority of my weight. And then later, it got a little harder, but I decided to continue with the appetite suppressants until I got to my goal weight, and that was the right decision to make. And I kept losing and losing. I only made one attempt at the gym because I was getting impatient. I'm like, all right, 60 pounds down, I want more, come on. So I got impatient and joined the Biggest Loser at my local 24-hour fitness. And it was fun. I lost, I think, 10 pounds in the program, or 11, and I won, and it was awesome. But I knew I can't do it with exercise. To me, it was all about food, what I eat. And at the end of the day, it's easy in the sense that think of yourself as like a machine, and the machine needs fuel to operate. So what happens if you put too much fuel than what the machine needs? That fuel then will be stored, right? So you have to find that fine line between what your body needs for the amount of calories that you burn on a daily basis. And the problem here is I don't exercise. I don't like to, get sweaty. I don't want to be running on the track. So I knew I burn a very limited amount of calories, but I'm very active, but I'm not in that anaerobic state where my heart is pumping at a certain level and I'm burning lots of calories. So I realized my intake needs to be, in order for me to lose weight, it needs to be less than what I'm exerting. On the days where I went running on the beach or snorkeling and I knew I got some stuff out of me, yeah, I took the liberty of, having some extra. But at the end of the day, it was all about that. Limit your intake so that you're not constantly adding. And if it wasn't, I'm not going to lie to you, if it wasn't for the appetite suppressants, I probably wouldn't do it. The appetite suppressants are important, and it was freaky as hell to get on them, because you heard the stories in the 90s, like fen and like people dying, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'd rather be fat and alive than skinny and dead. Maybe I probably didn't think that way. I was like, give me everything. But yeah, I was a little worried about the medication. But I became really educated on it. I've done a lot of research. I've talked to several doctors, and the doctor that was treating me, to me, he is extremely credible, very educated and smart, and really a leader in this, in our area. He gave it to me straight. He sat me down and said, yeah, the medication is not 100% safe. There's probably some risks associated with it. However, the risk of not taking it and being obese, you have 4 times, 5 times as much risk on your health than taking this medication. So when he explained to me that way, and obviously there's so many things with obesity. When I used to be obese, I used to get nasal infections all the time. I used to have sleep apnea. I mean, I was sick with something all the time. And I really took that to heart and realized, yeah, I have to take this medicine or I'm going to have like diabetes and my heart's going to give out, my knees are going to die, and something's going to happen to me. So I made the commitment to take appetite suppressants. Now, I've been taking them now for a long time. There were some times where I stopped and my body wanted to do what it used to do. My body has this, I think, weight that if I'm not taking appetite suppressant, my body will take me back to a certain weight. So as soon as I stopped taking them, it was like you just start putting on weight. Unknowingly, unconsciously, it was just happening. So you had to go, oh my god, 30 pounds, oh my god, I gotta hurry up and get back down. So I would always come back. And I've decided 3 years ago that I'm just going to take them for as long as I'm able to. Now, I'm under a doctor's care. I have a regular practitioner. My bill of health is excellent. My blood sugar is awesome. Sodium is awesome. My cholesterol is like the best. I'm healthy as hell right now. And no, I do not exercise. So I know that's bad. I know. And as I get older, it's going to be worse, so I got to start doing something. But that's just my journey. That's my journey. This is what worked for me. This is what I was able to accomplish in my mind to justify it, to reconcile everything, and I wouldn't give it up. It's been rough, but I wouldn't give it up. Now, the appetite suppressants really, you don't think about food. And it's scary. There's been times I went a little too far. Like, I haven't been thinking about food. I would go to sleep, wake up, blah, 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 blah. And like then I would go to sleep, wake up. And I'm like, oh shit, I haven't eaten anything. Oh my God, I haven't eaten anything for 2 days. Those happen and you have to catch yourself. So once you get on appetite suppressants, you really need to just establish a really nice routine for yourself. And oh, that's the other thing though. I decided food is not a reward. I no longer feel like if I do something nice or if I whatever, I'm going to treat myself to a visit to my favorite restaurant. No, food is no longer something of pleasure, something of satisfaction, reward. No, you have to leave that behind and allow yourself to have other things to reward yourself with. So what did I reward myself with? Can you guess? Come on. Come on, you can do it. Clothing. I became obsessed with clothing because as I was losing weight, I was able to fit in, in better and better clothes. I remember at one point from Loft or Express, I had the same pant in like size 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, and then I got a 2, and then I found a 0, and I thought I was going to shit my pants. So I had to get rid of all that clothes. That was pre-Mercari, pre-Poshmark, pre me really knowing clothes can be sold on eBay. But imagine, do you know how much clothes I had? Because whenever I got like kind of bent out of shape about my weight and I was hungry and I was craving something, I would just go shopping. I just replaced that with shopping. And it felt so good. To me, in my mind, I had nothing feels as good as skinny does. And the reason for that is because I'm a vain person and I wanted to look cute in outfits. And guess what? I lost all that weight. Within 1 year, I got a big promotion. Yeah, I became a big shot director at this company and it felt good. It felt like everything was falling into place. I felt good. I felt good the way I carried myself, the way people responded to me. It was amazing. That beats anything. And then when I wanted to treat myself, I decided to save money for big trips. So I've been all over places. I've been to Cambodia. I've been to Morocco. I've been to Italy. I went back and did a big tour of Italy. I've been all over Europe, in Germany and in Austria, Czech Republic, Hungary, Budapest is beautiful, Slovakia. I've been to all those places and that's how I was treating myself and it was awesome. Now today, so what does my day look like on this entire diet? So I know things I can eat and how much I can eat of it and how many times a day, and I just stay true to that. Sometimes it gets boring. I got to venture out and get some different seasoning or some sauce or something, and I do, but I stay true to what I eat. And I do have a weakness, and that's Starbucks. So my breakfast is Starbucks. I treat myself to one of those high-calorie drinks, and guess what? I take whole milk. I don't deal with that low shit stuff. I take whole milk, I take some whipped cream, and I have my drink, and it totally keeps me energized and makes me feel full until it's dinner time. Now, I do have snacks when I get hungry. I'll eat string cheese, and I have some almonds. There's some chicken patties always laying around, and I'll do it with like dill sauce. I have an unbelievable sodium intake thing. I can eat a lot of salt and it doesn't impact my body in a negative way and my heart, so which is rare. But I know as I age that's going to change. But I also eat a lot of pickles. So although I got to slow down because last time I ate 3 pickles, I woke up in the morning swollen like a chipmunk. Yeah, swollen like a chipmunk. So I'm going to slow that down or find some low sodium pickles if they exist. And that's that. I can get into a lot more specifics, but I wanted to give you a high-level overview of my journey. So now I'm going to show you all my before pictures, and I'll find some cute after pictures so you can have an idea. Right now I weigh a little bit more than I want to. I'm over 140. I'm trying to get into the 130s, and I'm going to be happy once I stay in the 130s. That's where all my cute outfits I have will fit me, and that's when I feel the most confident. I just love it. John, so yeah, John. Let's be real. After you guys see the pictures of what I used to look like, you'll be like, John has a new girlfriend. Because yeah, I still am amazed that he fell in love with me when I was a heavy girl, and he fell in love with me then, and he's with me today, and he loves me whatever I look like. But he doesn't like it when I get too skinny. When like my bones start showing, like he's like, okay, you look kind of bony. Or when my hips get flattened out or whatever, he's like, oh, I don't want to be making love to bones. I don't want to make love to bones. I want something. So I appreciate that about him. He's so extremely supportive of anything I do. And he now is on a very low carb diet, so it's really awesome when in the household everyone is watching what they're eating, because it used to be really hard because he would have like chips, beer, pizza, potatoes, mac and cheese, all the stuff that Levi was eating. And that was hard because that meant 2 meals every night. Meal for Anna, meals for them. And it was hard because it was tempting. So I would always separate myself when they were eating so I'm not tempted. Even though I'm not hungry because I'm eating the appetite suppressants, that mental thing that, ooh, that tastes good, I want something in my stomach, was still there. So I had to remove myself, go shopping, go upstairs, play on my computer, whatever. And, but yeah, he loved me then, loves me now, and I love him forever for that. That's so cool. So if you have any questions or you want me to go deeper on anything I've talked about, I will. And real quick, oh yeah, I was telling you what it's like now. So now I take the appetite suppressants and I visit my weight clinic once a week to hold me accountable. So I go in, weigh in, I get a B12 shot. I have a B12 deficiency, a slight one. So I take B12, take my appetite suppressants, talk to them about my weaknesses this week or where I fell short, or if I'm losing and I'm like, I lost a pound or 2, then we celebrate. And I love those girls. I don't know what I would do without them. They're like my family now. And that's that. So I'm going to show you some pictures, and feel free to ask me any questions, and I can talk about this stuff some more later. Cheers, toodles, greetings and salutations. Thank you so much. And this is for one of my viewers. Hold on. She has a really awesome name. I'm going to try to see if I can find her. She has beautiful blonde hair. I don't know why she's asking me about my weight loss journey. She looks like a really sexy, thin woman. So this video was for you, Katka Chekova. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. If not, I'm sorry. But if there's anything else, let me know. I can tell you anything and everything. Ciao, adios, arrivederci, bellissima. That's my Italian.